I used to think weekends only counted if I went somewhere special to enjoy life. But lately, I've started to like the days with no plans. Today, I'll show you what a weekend evening looks like for an ordinary person living in Vietnam. No big trips, and no perfect plans. Before we start today's journey, please subscribe to the channel so I have more motivation to make the next videos. It's 8 o'clock at night. I'm getting ready to head out. I need to take the elevator straight down to basement level B3. And just like anywhere else in the world, riding the elevator with neighbors always feels a little awkward. We just smile, look at our phones, and enjoy the silence. All right, let's meet my little ride. Motorbikes are the most common form of transportation in Vietnam. The reason is the narrow streets, many small alleys, plus the high cost of buying and maintaining a car. Motorbikes are suitable for short trips inside the city, while cars are better for trips outside the city. Did you know Vietnam is one of the countries with the highest number of motorbike users in the world? I'm really curious. In your country, how do people usually get around? Tonight, I'm going to eat one of my favorite dishes, Korean spicy noodles, level 7. Most people come here on weekends with family or friends. As for me, I just need a small table. I usually choose level 1 because I'm not great with very spicy food. This place is pretty affordable. One bowl of noodles like this costs about $2.40, and a cup of rice milk costs about $1. The Korean rice milk is cold and absolutely delicious. Here it is. The bowl of noodles smells so good. It looks so tempting. Tonight, I decided to break the rules a little. I can try to eat healthy all week, but I don't want life to become too strict. Please enjoy this with me. A full serving, spicy, rich kimchi broth with shrimp, squid, sausage, fish cakes, a bit of purple cabbage, cauliflower, and my favorite, beef, wrapped in kimchi. People often think eating alone is lonely, but for me, sometimes we need those private spaces. No need to rush. No need to keep a conversation going. I'm quite comfortable with this. People often think eating alone is lonely, but for me, sometimes we need those private spaces. No need to rush. No need to keep a conversation going. I'm quite comfortable with this. Where are you watching from? Does your country have spicy noodles? Do you like eating spicy noodles? This shrimp has a pretty hard shell, so I have to peel it first to enjoy it properly. All gone. Now I'll pay the bill and take you to West Lake for some fresh air. It's the largest lake in Hanoi. This is West Lake. Tomorrow, I'll show you how beautiful it is during the day. Coffee here isn't just a drink. It's more like a reason for people to step outside, talk, share stories, or simply sit next to each other and enjoy the weekend in their own way. Whenever I want to find real peace in the middle of Hanoi, I come here. Ba Dinh Square, right in front of the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. Softly lit at night, this is the resting place of the father of the nation. It holds a very sacred place in the hearts of Vietnamese people. If you're here at exactly 9 o'clock in the evening, you'll witness something truly special: the daily flag-lowering ceremony. When the honor guard steps out, the busy square suddenly becomes completely silent. People stop walking. Children stop running. Everyone stands still in quiet respect. For those few short minutes, thousands of strangers share a deep silence together, almost holding their breath. It's a beautiful moment of unity that makes you feel a strong connection, even if you're standing completely alone. Just a short walk away from the solemn square, the city switches to a completely different rhythm. Under the old trees, the sidewalk turns into an open-air dance floor. Public dancing is one of the loveliest parts of everyday Hanoi culture. People of all ages gather here after a long day. They don't need expensive tickets or fancy clothes, just a small speaker, the night breeze, and a shared love for music. When the warning bell rings and the red lights start flashing, the chaotic traffic suddenly stops. We're about to see one of the most iconic sights of Hanoi. This is the famous North-South Railway, also known as the Thong Nut Train. It cuts right through busy intersections, sometimes passing just a few feet away from people's living rooms. On the well-known train street, residents actually have to pull their coffee tables inside and call the kids in just seconds before the train thunders past. And then the train is gone. The barrier lifts, and boom. It's like a dam bursting. Hundreds of motorbikes rush forward at once. Honestly, it's extremely chaotic. Everyone is fighting for every inch. Horns blaring, tires bouncing over the tracks. It really looks like a swarm of bees. After weaving through the chaotic traffic, I finally reached the edge of the old quarter. Because the center is closed for the weekend pedestrian street, I have to park my bike outside. If you look closely, you'll notice these shops are actually tiny. In Hanoi, space is a luxury. But the shop owners here are like magicians. They can fit 1,000,000 things into a corner, no bigger than a closet. What do you think of Hanoi, the capital of our country, Vietnam? Would you like to visit here once in your life? Leave a comment and let me know. If you do, I'd be more than happy to be your tour guide and show you around Hanoi. After a long, busy week, parents dress their kids up nicely, and the whole family comes to cozy places like this. Look at these food carts. We have everything, from fresh fruit soaked in spicy chili salt, and of course, just follow the smoke from the grills. Skewered grilled pork, sausages sizzling on hot stones, and those giant spiral potato skewers. You won't find tables or chairs here. They just hand you the food in a small paper bag. And honestly, the feeling of holding a greasy, hot skewer of meat, taking a bite, while weaving through thousands of people on a packed street. It sounds a bit messy and completely chaotic, but it's so much fun. That is the real taste of a Hanoi weekend. Every weekend, this street is closed to vehicles to make way for the night market. Vendors set up temporary stalls right in the middle of the road, completely changing the look of the area. As you can see, the market is packed. It attracts both local people out for the weekend and international tourists. Some even walk by with their suitcases. The stalls here sell a wide variety of things. They mainly focus on souvenirs, handmade woven bags, and small handicrafts. If you find this video interesting, please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel so I have more motivation to make more videos about Hanoi. This is a Vietnamese cyclo. Cyclos give tourists a slow way to sightsee around the Old Quarter and Hoan Kiem Lake. Vietnam also has KFC. Do you like eating KFC fried chicken? Look at this group of young people right here. In Vietnam, a small plastic stool can easily turn into a table. And your flip-flops, or just a piece of cardboard, become a chair. Now we've officially entered the pedestrian area around the lake. From Friday evening until the end of Sunday night, all motorbikes and cars are completely banned here. I found a little corner for myself on the stone embankment, right under a tree. After all the noisy traffic, the crowded night market, and the lively sounds, here it is. This is exactly the peaceful moment I've been looking for. Okay, time to head home. But before ending the evening, I have to quickly stop by a 24/7 convenience store. A bag of chips with Messi's face on it. A player I really love. I'll buy a bottle of water so I can go home and watch the World Cup final. Your comments and suggestions are extremely valuable materials that help make my videos better. If you want me to change anything, or simply want to see more of Hanoi, please leave a comment. I'll read every single one and try my best to respond within my ability. Hello, my little dog. Now, I'll freshen up and prepare a little fruit before watching the final. It's starting. I hope Messi wins and lifts the trophy. Do you guys like watching soccer? Which team do you support? Leave a comment and let me know.
Cả hai đội đều là những đội bóng có sự tổ chức tốt và hàm lượng chiến thuật rất cao. Không dễ để tạo ra khác biệt chứ đối thủ được tổ chức tốt như thế này. Messi, Nico Gonzalez.
Messi lost, everyone. I'm so sad. It was a heartbreaking match. Seeing Messi lose tonight, watching a legend bow his head on the field. It made me pause for a moment. You see, even the greatest people have days when they fall. Even when millions of people are calling his name, in that moment of defeat, he must have felt incredibly alone. It made me think back to this whole wandering evening. Life is actually just like a soccer match. You can't win every day. There will be times when you're standing in a sea of people, like I was at the night market tonight, but you still have to face the mess inside your own heart, by yourself. But you know what I realized? It's okay. One loss doesn't define your whole career, and being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. Sometimes facing a defeat, or sitting in an empty room, is simply the universe telling you to slow down. It's a rest stop for you to sit, heal, and recharge. So if today has been a rough day for you, or you're feeling a little lost and out of place, it's completely okay. Just take a deep breath, drink a sip of cool water, and relax on your sofa. You may have lost today, but tomorrow, the whistle blows again, and we start a brand new match.